You don't interrupt conversation. You apologize for asking questions. You soften every opinion with maybe or I don't know, but. And when someone asks what you want, your mind goes blank. This isn't shyness. It's something you learned a long time ago, and your brain still thinks it's keeping you safe. You've probably noticed it in small moments, the way you edit your text messages 3 times before sending, how you laugh a little too hard at jokes that aren't funny, the instinct to make yourself useful, helpful, easy. You don't demand space, you borrow it. Quietly, carefully, ready to give it back the moment someone else needs it. In psychology, this is called self-silencing. It's a behavioral adaptation rooted in attachment theory and social threat detection. Your brain learned early that expressing a need led to rejection. Maybe taking up space caused conflict. Maybe being too much meant being left behind. So your nervous system made a decision: blend in, don't disrupt, become small. And for a while, it worked. Here's what matters. You are not broken. You are not weak. You didn't fail at being confident. You succeeded at surviving an environment that punished your presence. Your brain did exactly what it was designed to do. It detected a pattern. It adapted. It kept you alive. The problem is, it never got the update. The environment changed, but the program is still running. Let's talk about what's happening inside your brain. There's a structure called the amygdala. Think of it as your internal smoke detector. Its job is to scan for danger. And in childhood, if self-expression triggered emotional pain, rejection, or instability, your amygdala tagged it. Speaking up equals threat. Being seen equals unsafe. Now, even in safe environments, that alarm still fires. This creates what neuroscientists call a conditioned fear response. Your body reacts to social visibility the same way it would to physical danger. Heart rate spikes, throat tightens, mind blanks. Not because you're in danger now, but because you were once, and your brain hasn't been told the war is over. There's another layer. Psychologist Carl Rogers called it conditional positive regard. It's the idea that love and acceptance came with terms. Be good, be quiet, don't make waves. So you learned to perform a version of yourself, one that fit, one that didn't cause problems. The real you, the one with needs, boundaries, desires, got pushed down. Not erased, just hidden, waiting. So how do you update the system? How do you teach your brain it's safe to be seen now? Not through force, not by just being confident, but through small, repeated acts of recalibration. Start noticing when you disappear. When do you soften your voice? When do you apologize for existing? When do you shrink? Don't judge it, just see it. This is called metacognitive awareness in psychology. You're stepping outside the automatic loop and observing it. That alone begins to weaken its grip. You don't need to give a TED Talk tomorrow. Start small. Say, I'd prefer this, instead of, I don't care. Let a message sit without over-editing. Disagree once without apologizing after. Each time you do this, you're sending your amygdala new data. I was visible. Nothing bad happened. Over time, the threat response weakens. This is exposure therapy at its most gentle. You're not fighting fear, you're retraining it. Your brain conflates the two. It thinks your boss is your parent, your friend is the kid who laughed at you, your partner is the one who left. So when the fear kicks in, pause. Ask yourself, is this person actually unsafe, or does this feel like something unsafe? That gap between past and present is where healing lives. Psychologists call this cognitive reappraisal. You're not denying the feeling, you're questioning the story it's telling. This is the hardest one. Ask for help. Say no without a reason. Take up space in a conversation. Be too much for someone. Not to be rude, but to prove to yourself you can exist outside the margins and survive. You can be seen and not be destroyed. Invisibility wasn't free. You missed out on being known, on deep connection, on the version of your life where you didn't have to perform. Let yourself feel that, not to drown in it, but to honor it. Because you can't fully step into visibility until you acknowledge what invisibility took from you. Here's the simple model to hold on to. You are not learning to be someone new. You are learning to stop hiding someone old. The real you didn't disappear. It just went underground. And now, bit by bit, you're giving it permission to surface. Not all at once, not perfectly, but truthfully. Your brain will resist. It will tell you it's safer to stay small. And you can thank it, because it was safer once. But you're not in that place anymore. You're here, where your presence isn't a problem to solve, where being seen isn't something to survive, it's something to choose. You were never meant to be invisible. You just learned to be. And what was learned can be unlearned. One small act of visibility at a time. You're already beginning.